Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalists, and in this case checking out the ThruNite Catapult, which is this nice flashlight that I just received moments ago. Now, as I always say, these things are sent for reviewing. That doesn't change my opinion. I'll always say it as I see it, and my thoughts will not change just because someone sends me something for reviewing. If I don't think it's worth it, usually I won't even bother. Now, ThruNite, Olight, those are two brands that I've had good experience with, so I feel very comfortable promoting it. And if you like it, leave your comments below what you think, and you also have the links there for Amazon in case you want to purchase these for yourself. So what you have in the box is, of course, the manual. We have a little note about several languages, but please screw down the light head and tail cap tightly before use. That's usually on purpose so that it's not making contact. I have USB Type-C, which is already a good indication of things being more up to date. Do not eat this little package. Maybe use it for sealing some matches in your survival kit or something like that. A little holster for your flashlight, which is nothing fancy, but it does get the job done, and it's always better to have it every once in a while in a kit, in a bug-out bag, in an emergency kit that you may have, get home bag. You may want to have something like this attached to your backpack, your bag, or the rest of your kits. Nicely kept here in a bag, well finished. They usually do a very nice job in terms of aluminum working and anodizing, and you have this reinforced head of the reflector so as to make it a bit tougher, and in case of getting it dropped, dinged, and so on, that's not hitting on the softer aluminum. And yeah, these are, I'm always surprised by how well machined these things usually are. They just make they keep doing a better and better job as time goes by, both ThruNite and Olight, really. So we also have a little baggie here with some spare parts, I would suppose. These are O-rings. You have the button rubber piece that goes underneath that button. This has been improved over the years. It used to be like a black rubber button. This is a lot better. It's a lot stronger and more resistant. It's not going to be degrading as fast. The part that does degrade, that rubber piece underneath, can be replaced by that. You have the ring, you have those O-rings, and you have that rubber piece that's going to be covering your USB-C connection port. We also have our little manual here, and let's just screw it down a little bit like that, as it says, and there you go. Boom, a lot of light. These are pretty bright lights. Now, the thing I like about this one, this was not supposed, they were going to be sending me something else that they wanted me to show, but apparently this is that they ran out of it, or whatever is the case. They just sent me this one, which is a pleasant surprise. Every once in a while you get something unexpected and you go like, yeah, damn, that's pretty neat. It is larger in terms of how big the reflector is, and that's not bad. I mean, if I want to have an EDC flashlight, this of course is not it, but as a as a flashlight for having around the house, especially if you live more in the outskirts, in the country, and you need like a powerful light that has a nice strong beam with a good amount of throw. That would be the word specifically for this one. The Catapult has a lot of throw. It focuses, concentrates that light very, very nicely. And of course you have the typical nice things going on here. You have a blue light letting you know that you have a good amount of power still left. It turns into red when it's running out of juice, and purple when it's charging improperly, when there's a problem with that charging that you're doing. You have this rubber piece here is covering nicely. It's bigger than it used to be, and more, you have more of it, so it's going to be stronger, more resistant. And you have that USB Type-C underneath that. Yeah, that's all things that have been improved over the years. This is one of those flashlights where I do want to use the provided sling that is somewhere here. Where is that thing? Okay, there it is. So that sling right there, that's something I would definitely use, especially because of how large it is. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that given how big the reflector is, how heavy that head is, it is very easy to just set it anywhere and not have to, you know, find your balance as you would use, as you would have to do with a thinner, more slim profile. So it has that advantage. I mean, you're not carrying in your pocket all day long, so if it's just going to be around the house, this is a nice, thing to have in your favor, not, you know, just dropping it like that. And if you have to put it upside down so as to use it like a lantern reflecting the light on the roof, you can still do that because this is still flat on that side. But this is how I would have it, like in the kitchen, garage, or whatever it is you want to keep your nice new flashlight. Yeah, very big reflector. Check that out. So yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of some night shooting and seeing how well it does. Let's check the manual and see the specs of this thing. Go over here. Okay, V6 SST20. That is SST70 is the reflector. Smooth reflector, working voltage 2.75 volts up to 4.2. Premium type 3 hard anodized aluminum. And we have, here we go, with the modes. Turbo mode, that is going to be 2,836 lumens just for 220 seconds. That's because it's just too hot and it's going to be burning the LED. So it automatically drops to 1,313 lumens for 89 minutes. On the general modes, you have the high, that's 1,417 lumens for 102 minutes. Medium is 270 lumens for 9 hours. I guess you can read it there yourself. Low is 31 lumens for 86 hours. That's insane. And Firefly mode is 0.3 lumens for 70 days. 70 days of light. Strobe, that's going to be 1,120 lumens for 210 minutes. So what you do here is you just click it on. You are going to be having the light remembering the last mode that you use, and you're going to be switching, rotating, cycling through them by keeping it pressed. So you go through low, medium, and high with that, and then when you want to go into the Firefly mode, this is nice, you just keep it pressed, and that's the mode you go into automatically. Just a long press, that's going to be going into your Firefly mode. Now you just click on it, you turn it off, and you go back to those normal modes. Now for the turbo mode, you're going to be double clicking on this, and that's going to be giving you your turbo. And when you double click on it again, you go, let me see, into that strobe mode, okay? So yeah, you start clicking on that and you go into strobe, or a couple clicks and go into turbo. Nice, you know, the kind of thing, I guess these are pretty standardized at some point among the brands. So once you're used to handling the ThruNites, they're kind of like the same thing, which is, it's pretty intuitive the way you handle it. So let's check out how it looks in the dark and get back to it. So we start with the Firefly mode or moonlight mode, which is less than a lumen, but as you see here in the camera, you don't fully appreciate it. You definitely can see with this amount of light, and this guys lasts for 70 days. Turning it off, turning it on again, and we start cycling through the low mode, super bright, medium, and high, very, very bright. And double clicking goes into the turbo mode. It's a great flashlight if you're looking for a thrower. That's quite clear. You have a very focused beam, and the throw in this thing is fantastic. So as you see, no big surprise. Yeah, it is a little bit of a beast of a flashlight in the amount of throw that it has, which is precisely what sometimes people want. Sometimes people want a flashlight that's going to be having a huge amount of throw, and this is it. You know, this is, and without being too huge, too big, and still having those more practical modes. You know, if you're moving around at night and you don't want to, you know, turn night into day, just give it a long press, and those half lumen or 0.3 lumen, believe it or not, this is going to be enough to actually, you know, move around. As you notice, this is only visible when at very close distance in that low mode. That's the actual shape of the LED. Pretty cool. But when you move away, you don't have any artifacts going on. It's a very well made smooth reflector. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. I'll leave the links below in case you want to check these out. Get yourself one in Amazon. See you next time. Have an awesome day.